I let ChatGPT build for me a full project of Excel from analyzing data to cleaning data up to even visualization. It also came up names for me, names like dashboard, KPIs, key metrics. This video will be very, very important and it will save 10 hours of work.
We've been streaming almost daily for the past 2 months, helping each other master data analysis one step at a time. We are following focused 5-month roadmap to cover everything you need to know this field, and so far we have already tackled Excel, SQL in depth. Today we are diving into complete Excel project built with the help of powerful AI tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Okay. Also, we recently launched a book called Getting Hired with Excel. So you are all in one guide for building dashboards using VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, pivot table, data validation, and preparing for Excel-based interviews. It's packed in that book. Okay, you can get them in the description below. Let's get started with today's project. It's going to be a good one, and I hope you will love it. And I'm 100% sure you're going to love this. Okay. With that being said, let's get started.
Okay, let's go ahead and open the data set. So this is the data set we have here, and now what we need to do is we need to auto fit the column and width. As you can see, some of the columns there you cannot see properly, so let's select the whole data set now. Select the whole data set and move to where it is written format, where it is the format is here. This one here, just click there, the drop down, and you'll be able to see where it is written out of it column and width. So once you click there, it fits the whole column. As you can see there, the whole data set is set well. So now we are going to bold the header there. So that is what is next. So just select the row and select where it is, click where it is written bold. So now we have done a lot of that. Okay, so I'm going to select numbers to this weight. So go up there where it is written general, then choose numbers. So let's make it numbers. So let me just look for whole number if there is, but I'm not able to find whole number, so it is only written number. So they rounded off to 2 decimal point, as you can see there. So the weight there, so we have reduced the decimal points, so now it is written as 241.89 and not, so we had almost like 5 decimal points and now we have 2 decimal points, so that is much better. Okay, let's also let me check something else here. The reason why I decided to reduce the number of decimal points is like, so during calculation it will mess up, also during charts, so it will also mess up. um, so so we can also do the BMI for BMI and height also there is, but I think they are already on in 2 decimal points, but it is better now to convert it into numbers. So it is written general and these are numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So done. Same thing with the BMI, let's convert it into numeric text. So just click it, there's no need, but it is better to just put it into numbers instead of general. So we are somewhere now we have some blanks. You need to remove these blanks. Okay, so for us to remove the blank, so we need to insert table, that is what is needed, I think. So we have some blanks, so these blanks can mess up our data during uh, when we are forming charts. Okay, so it is much better for us now to remove the blanks, so that we can use the data properly. So I have already inserted the table there. As you can see, I've selected the data, then I went to insert where it is written insert, then I selected table. So from here there's a drop down in each column, so you press the columns, the drop downs, then you can just uncheck so what you don't need. Okay, so let's give it a time, so because Excel might sometimes crash or doesn't need a lot of pressure. Okay, well and good, it has worked. So let's go ahead and click those drop downs there. So we are going to click the drop downs and remove this. So we are going to click this drop down and remove this blank. So that's what I have just done. So just click on the drop downs up there and make sure you uncheck where it is written blank. Okay, after you have done that, so I think so our data set now is ready for visualization and cleaning. So we are going to use ChatGPT to come up with what we call the key metrics KPIs. So let's just now create some sheets, and we don't need a lot of sheets, so we need only like 3 to 5 sheets. Okay, so this is the pivot chart. So this is where charts are written, then key metrics. So these are the metrics, very important part, and lastly where we need dashboard. So I think it is better now to switch the key metrics and pivot chart. So the key metrics comes before the pivot chart. Okay, so that is what it is needed. So we will do it later. Okay, so let's go ahead and add another sheet and this, and give it a name dashboard. Okay, so that is what I am just doing. Okay, so we are going to change it into dashboard. Okay, so these are the things we have here right now. So we have this. So this is the dashboard, as you can see. This is the key metrics that is given by ChatGPT, as you can see. So just click the plus icon in the ChatGPT and download the data set there, and it will give you all the key metrics you need for your dashboards and charts. So we are going to use these key metrics to create ChatGPT to create dashboards. Okay. Hmm. So let's just look at it how the key metrics looks like now, so that we can go to our key metrics. Now remove the grid lines, by the way, I show that. So select the whole data set, select the whole sheet and move where it is written view and remove the grid lines. After that, now we are going to choose the first 3 lines and change the color, maybe even to orange. So and write the header as key metrics. So this is where now we are going to paste the key metrics from the ChatGPT. So we are going to copy the key metrics from ChatGPT, then and paste it here. Okay, instead of going back to ChatGPT to and fro, it is better for us to paste it here and where we can now refer to. I think that will be much better. Okay, so I went to ChatGPT and I've already copied my key metrics and I've pasted here. So you can pause the screen and take down this key metrics. This is very important, or you can just take a screenshot and move on. So these are the key metrics that we are going to use for our dashboard. So as you can see there, it has already analyzed all the necessary informations. Now that is it. So let's go back to ChatGPT and come up with good names for our dashboard. Okay, so and let's ask ChatGPT to come up with good names. So these are the names that ChatGPT gave me. So I've chosen this human scale out of the 15 names it provided. Okay. So now we are going to paste this name to somewhere, and we are going to paste. So we are going to use this name in our dashboard as the title. Okay. So this one here I've pasted in my key metrics down there. As you can see there, title, then the human scale. So this is the pivot chart, so very important part. So let's go and insert the charts and use these key metrics to make those charts. Okay. So I'm going to select this chart. So make sure you select the whole chart. Just press anywhere in the chart and control it. Then after that, move on to uh, where it is written at the top part. As you can see, insert. Then we have pivot table there. Just click there. So so we are going to use the key metrics to form the charts there. Okay. So at the right side, where as you can see there, where it is written pivot field, then we have a search bar there. Then down there we have columns. Okay. So these are the columns that we have. So I'm going to choose the categorized BMI down there and drag it. So we have categorized BMI, we have age, okay, we have born year. So let's just say counts. Okay. Um, we're going to choose this categorized BMI 2 times. So as you can see there, where it is written drag drag there. So uh, we have the filters, we have column values, okay, and rows. So at the value, just drag the categorized BMI down there, and on the other side, also put the categorized BMI. Okay, so there's this subscription button, there's this channel where, as you can see, it's hiding it from you guys, but that is how it is. So let's copy this and remove the grand total, and that is what I have just done. Okay, because the grand total there will mess up our work. So I'm going to delete the upper part. So just in a few minutes, so I'm going to delete there. So all you have to do is, once you do that, so just copy your pivot table that you have created up to where it is written overweight. Okay, because we are avoiding a grand total, so we don't need to see that grand total. After you have done that, just paste it down there. Okay, and delete this one. Okay, so once you delete that and insert a table inside that small table you have created and go to insert there at the top, now you'll be given a recommended charts there. You can see, but I have decided to choose this categorized BMI, and I think bar chart will be better, but we can change it later. For now, let's just stick it to this. You can see this chart looks good. It is titled as categorized BMI. Okay, we have count of categorized BMI, and on the left side it counts, so the number of people in that categorized BMI. So we have the normal, okay, we have overweight. Okay, that is what we have there in that chart. So that is our first key metrics that we have decided to use. So we are going to use other key matrices and let's check out right now. So the next key matrix that we are going to use is this one. So we are going to categorize the gender based on weight. So that is what we have chosen. As you can see there, we have checked gender and weight. Then so we are going to remove that grand total. So after that, let's copy the whole table excluding the grand total. So because it will mess up our chart, and that is basically what I have done there. As you can see, but the grand total is still there, as you can see. Let's just remove it once again. Here we are. So I have removed the grand total there, as you can see, and I have inserted a table in that small table that we have created that excludes the grand total. Then we move to where it is written design, and I mean insert when and we chose bar chart as the recommended chart there. So that is what we have done so far. We have used two key metrics. uh, let me So now let me change the first key matrix so to bar chart, because now we have two bar charts and it won't make it attractive. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, the first key matrix where we have overweight, normal and observed there, we have changed it into bar chart. So all you have to do is just click the chart and change it to the chart you prefer. That is how you change charts. Now this looks better. Right now we have budget here in the x-axis where we have counts there, as you can see, and y-axis we have the labels: overweight, observe and normal. And the title there is written as count of categorized BMI. I think that's fantastic work we have just done right now. So now we can move on to the next key matrix. So let's move on to the next key matrix without wasting time. So in the next key matrix, there's this about gender and height, but I forgot to record that, and you will be able to see that in the dashboard. So sorry for that, and the procedure is just the same, so nothing has changed. You just drop the what we call the gender onto the left side, and on the value side you put the height. So that is what has happened, and I chose the donuts for that. So that is what had happened. So those are the only three charts that we have, that we are going to come up with a good dashboard. For the colors, so I asked ChatGPT to come up with good colors, and I was able to get this combination. So at the top there, where we have the header there, the human scale, that's our title. So we put there green color background, so which will suit the data set. So the colors usually uh, they're based on the type of the data set you're working on. If it is about health data set, that for instance the one we are doing right now, so the green color becomes the dominance. Okay, that's why we have at the top a green color, and we are going to also insert some shapes which are going to be green in color. So now let's go ahead and do that. So now we are going to copy the charts and paste it somewhere here in the dashboard, and on top of them we have put them shapes there. So as you can see, there's a blue shape on top of the chart, Now we are going to make this chart, this shape transparent for us to see the chart clearly. So what you need to do is just click the shape, right click, and then select where it is written the format shape, and it will take you to, it will pop up something like that. On the right side will pop up where we have solid fill, no fill now. So where there's something that is hidden by this subscription channel, yeah, so now where you can control the transparency. So you need to increase the transparency to about 50 to 60% so that it becomes visible. Okay, so that is what I am going to do right now. So and for the color, the blue color I want to be good for the shape. So I think we need to change it to green for better visualization and so that it fits our type, the type of data set we are working on. So we are working on what we call the healthcare data sets. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, okay, boom, here we go. We have created for the two charts. So we did that. So we put shapes on top of the charts and we made them transparent. And now we are able to see the two charts there. So they categorized BMI, as you can see the count of categories BMI and the one for the weight by gender. So on the right side, on the left side, as you can see, there's a shape green color there. That shape is where we are going to insert the slicers. So, so for it to be a bit neat, you see, so that it will be a bit organized. Okay. So right now we need to put our KPIs or those information. So we'll get back. Okay. Okay, this is the matrix there. As you can see, it has passed. So you can go back and pause the screen. So those are the small matrix on the left side where we are now going to paste them on top there. That's what we call KPIs. Okay. So you can see there the left side, that small shape rectangle where it contains records. We have total records 10,000, average height 66.3. So we are going to do all the shapes using those key metrics KPIs, paste them there on top. And after that, we are going to use two slicers, at least two or three slicers, and put them on the lower shape there, the bigger rectangle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. After I have set the KPIs, so those up there, as you can see, I used slicers. The slicers I used are the gender and the categorized BMI. So those are the two that I have used. I was able to create the dashboard, but lastly, at the end of the project, this is what happened. Unfortunately, the Excel did not. I was not able to hold the dataset and it crashed. But let me just go ahead and it ahead and show you about the same project that I have done. I'll show you the dashboard. But that project I used Power BI. So Power BI is more powerful than Excel and it doesn't just crash. That is why most stakeholders prefer Power BI over Excel because of something like this. So at the end of the project, it crashed and wasn't able to do anything. So only to just stare. It was a horror, to be honest. But that doesn't mean that we did a good job, by the way. Thank you so much for watching until then. And let me just show you some project that I have done using Power BI.